Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bangkok, Thailand. In this video, we're gonna cover two parts. In the first part, I'm gonna pretend that you don't know Thailand. I got here 5 days ago, so I learned this and that. We're gonna talk about that. This is gonna be about food, accommodation, transport, what to do, what to eat, whatever. And then the second part is probably the reason why you clicked on this video. So what you saw in the title. Without further ado, let's get into it. Quick introduction to Thailand so that you know where we are. Thailand has 71 million people. Compared to France, for example, France has 67 million people living in France. That's kind of like the same, and same with territory. Thailand is like 510,000 square kilometers and France is 550, so that's also kind of like the same, so that you have an idea of how big Thailand is, how many people are living in here. Since this is the capital, obviously this is the most densely populated place of the country, and it's still fine. It's still manageable and it's still livable. First and foremost, it's gonna be about the beer. So one of these in Thailand is gonna cost you like 2.5 euros, which is like $3. You tell me whether that's a good price or not. Made in Thailand, I find it a bit expensive, and it's bottled, not draft. But I mean, you gotta live with that, right? Secondly, we're gonna talk about money. This is 1,000 baht, and this is worth 25 euros. So this is the biggest bill you'll get in Thailand. 1 euro is around 40 baht, and $1 will cost you probably 36 baht. Probably you're gonna need at least one of these to get out of the airport, because there is a very useful and very sufficient railway from the airport to the city. But without this, you're not gonna go anywhere unless you withdraw some from an ATM, because you cannot pay card in the airport or the railway. So before you come to Thailand, grab a little bit of cash, of bahts in your country, and then after you land, after you got to the city, after you got comfortable, you're gonna withdraw much more. Now, as far as your spendings, probably one of these will be enough for one day. You're not gonna be super comfortable, but you're neither gonna have to live under your needs. So I think 1,000 bahts for one day is definitely a very manageable solution. You're gonna have your accommodation, public transport, and your food, and even some activities included. I think that's quite a reasonable fair price, and that comes off as like 750 euros per month. But then you saw like a lot of things, and then you did a lot of things. Of course, you're gonna be you're gonna have to be conscious with it. But I think you won't have to spend more than 1,000 euros per month if you're gonna move to Thailand for longer. Now, if you wanna go party and stay in party hostels alone, that's gonna cost you way more than that, obviously. And then we're gonna talk about food, because over here you have the biggest variety of prices, of quality and everything. But given that food must be very cheap here in Thailand, you're gonna go to the local places, you're gonna find those little corners where you get to spend a little less. So now I'm feasting on this T-bone steak, which is, I know it's not typical from Thailand, but I had to try it. It's like I come here every day to this little restaurant, so I had to try it. But for the prices you're gonna spend on food, probably 50 bahts for one ramen soup or one pad thai is gonna be okay. Now, in the city center or in busy streets, they will have to charge you 300 for one of those meals, but you shouldn't pay that much. This one over here costs me 200, but that's still fine. That's like 5 euros and you get a full T-bone. Now, you don't have to spend that much, obviously. So if you wanna go a little cheaper than that, you'll have the option to do that. So if you spend like 100 baht on one meal, that's gonna be ideal. Of course, like one beer alone doubles the price for you. Okay, let's get going. Alright, back on the street. Feels a bit, I'm not gonna say weird, but it's a bit different vlogging here. It's like so many white people on these streets, man. It's crazy. So like, if you come to Bangkok, probably you're gonna see more white people or like more tourists than locals, especially like here in the city center. It's pretty crazy. Whatever, so let's talk about accommodation, where you're gonna sleep. Like, if there's one city in the world which is full of hostels, it's gonna be Bangkok. Like, just turn my camera around and you're gonna see. Tonight I'm sleeping here, but this is my 4th accommodation for these 5 days because I wanted to try it out. I really wanted to see how the hostels are over here, and I went to the cheapest, which is 140 baht for one night, and I went to like this one, for example, this Bangkok. This is like 240, 250 baht per night, and it's like very decent. You don't have a problem with that at all. And if you want to go a little higher than that, you can pay. The most I paid for one night was 600, which is, yeah, that's a bit of money. But then you get the pool and you get everything that you're like, good community and a lot of people, a lot of backpackers, and very comfy. Alright, we had to skip that because it's not pleasant to hear at all. Alright, so I do not recommend going to the cheapest because it's not pleasant at all and it's not worth it. But if you go a little above the cheapest, you'll find very good deals. You're not gonna have the pool, you're not gonna have a lot of like community places, but it's still fine. 240 for one night, easy peasy, and you're gonna have the best time of your life. Also a lot of backpackers, a lot of people you meet. It's amazing. Like it's really a vibe, and you don't want to miss out on that. Staying in hostels alone. So if you come to Bangkok, it's really about like the hostel vibes and going out with strangers and stuff like that. It's really fun. Now about the quality of the food, you'll find amazing food and fruits and vegetables and fresh meat anywhere you go, and you don't want to miss that either. Like, it's just really difficult to stay unhealthy in Bangkok. Like, it's amazing how like the variety of fruit, the variety of food is insane. You have these little coffee shops, and yeah, we gotta talk about the weed as well, because one second. I did not film you. Sorry. I filmed the store. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut it out. Sorry, man. Sorry.
It's not Disneyland, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I'm so sorry. Sorry. No worries. Bye. All right. We're gonna have to cut that out because this guy wasn't happy about me filming him while he was smoking weed. So definitely not ideal. And that's what I'm talking about when, like, a lot of you, like, if you are my friend and you ask me whether I'm vlogging in Bangkok, I must have said no to you because this one is the first one I'm doing, and it's been 5-6 days ever since I'm here. And it's because of this exact reason. Because like, people do care. White people have their privileges, and it's not nice to film someone if they are smoking weed, even if they are doing it on the street, and even if they look like the person who does it all the time. They're just not happy about it. So what can I do? I'm not gonna do that. So yeah. And yeah, when we arrive to this point, we're gonna have to mention that probably it's best to leave Bangkok after like 3-4 days. like you see a lot of things, and mostly it's just temples that you have to visit. And then there are these canals, very lovely boat rides, and what else do you have? Like basically you have Chinatown and a lot of little coffee shops that you can visit. But other than that, if you are seeking experience and if you are seeking adventure, you will want to leave Bangkok. So like, go to the rural sides, have some fun outside of this huge city. Now back to the weed. 2 years ago, the government made it completely legal over here in Thailand. So everyone who comes here, they just go easy on these things, unless you film them, as you saw. but yeah, if you're a fan of weed, this is paradise for you, because on every corner there is a shop selling the green, and they say it's good quality. Now I don't know, but you'll have a good experience with that for sure, for sure. I'm gonna let him pass. Alright, so I think we covered everything. And if you have any other question regarding Thailand, I'll make sure that in this video and in this comment section, I'll try to answer all of your questions, because it's important to know a country before you're going there, right? So if you have any questions regarding Thailand, how you get here, what you're gonna need, what did I forget to mention, please comment down below and I'll make sure to answer. Time for the next part. Hi man. Yeah. Okay, good to go? Alright, we're on. Let's go. It's pretty crazy actually. In India, they give you like a helmet and stuff. Over here, none of that kind. And neither he does one. Like, he doesn't have one. That's crazy. I mean, you barely no, everyone has one. Why don't we have one? That's crazy. Okay, whatever. If I fall in these, that's game over. That's game over. So I really hope I don't. We've got 17 minutes to go. Let's hope I don't die. We made it. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Oh, it's gonna get off. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Alright, we're gonna leave him here. Okay, big city vibes over here. Alright, so actually, if you come to Bangkok, you're gonna be presented with the information pretty early on that Khao San Road is the center of everything. It's like one street, it's not even a road. It's like 1 kilometer long, so it's not even long. And it's very hectic at night. A lot of things are happening, massage, bars, some clubs, music and all that shit. But basically that's it. And you get to try all the different things. You can eat a crocodile, you can eat freaking scorpios that they offer you here for 100 baht. And now, so that's Khao San Road for you. So we're gonna take that as a reference point, as the center of the city, because as a tourist, that's gonna be the center of your city, of the city for you. Now, if you leave that part of the city and come this way, which is basically like, what is it? It was like 20 minutes by motorbike. It was like 7 kilometers out from there. So we are not super far, but we left the very concentrated touristy area, even though obviously this part is also full of visitors and tourists. not so many travelers, I would say, because most people here don't seem to be backpackers by first glance. I might be wrong. So my only biggest issue so far with Bangkok and probably Thailand in general is that no trash cans anywhere. Like, it's really difficult to put your trash anywhere. But on the positive side of things, somehow they keep it clean. And if you hear that Thailand is dirty or trashy or there's a lot of trash on the ground, that's just not true. Anywhere you go, the streets are cleaned with these little swipes, brooms, and they keep it clean. Now, obviously, for that you need good infrastructure and a lot of people working for you. So that's why I don't understand why don't they dispose some trash cans on the side of the roads. But I mean, not my business. I mean, it's my business whenever I have some plastic bag in my hand that I don't know what to do with. This is how they store everything, like the fish just on ice and in 35 degrees Celsius. For some reason it remains fresh. It's just crazy for me. So far, very chill vibes. Nothing hectic as I expected. Some street food in front of like so this is a street food spot selling things for like probably 30-40 baht. And here you have an artisan craft burgers place that are selling burgers for 250, which is a crazy difference, but it's just very lovely to see that in this country no one says a thing. If you have a little food cart and you're just pushing it around on the street, restaurants don't mind it. Like, they let you be. That's very very uplifting to see. Like, they don't mind that you're doing your business. Like, if this happened in Europe, you'd be kicked out. Now, the other thing, which is very, very, I mean, typical here in Thailand, is that the only supermarket chain that I've seen so far is 7-Eleven. So you go to 7-Eleven for basically anything. Now, over here, everyone goes crazy for those toasts. Now, I'm not gonna go in 7-Eleven to film it for you, but basically what happens is you grab a pre-made sandwich out of, like, basically just ham and cheese in toast, and they have a little grill inside 7-Eleven, and they heat it up for you. They cook it for you, and so you have a warm sandwich on the go. For some reason, every traveler I've met here, they go crazy for it. I have no idea why this would be any good, but I mean, so that's good for you, good for you. But yeah, you go to 7-Eleven for anything you need. Oh, this is like a little what is it, martial arts group, I would say. Yeah, maybe that. Oh, they have a photographer with them. Interesting. Oh, maybe they're doing this carnival thing with the dragon and everything. Yeah, probably that's what's gonna happen. Bangkok has this amazing variety of people, of cultures, of activities to do. And now in a street like this, I really wonder what it's gonna be like, because I seriously have no clue what we could find here. Of course, a lot of party. Probably you could buy drugs as well if you wanted to, but mainly I wanna see how white people interact with the locals, and I wanna see how easy it is to get in trouble. If we are lucky, that's not gonna take long. But seriously, I have no idea. So let's just walk here for a little while. I'm gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing here, but in fact I have no idea at all. Music everywhere, people watching me vlog, because it's no one's doing it for obvious reasons. It's very difficult to find any good content in such a hectic situation, but I will still try. Everyone is very polite. Everyone is trying to be as nice as possible. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She's just grabbing my ass, man. What the fuck? That's crazy. Holy shit. I was too afraid to turn around. Maybe I just walk back way. I gotta have to confront her on that one. Maybe I'll walk to the end of this street and walk back, and if she's still there, I'm gonna ask her about it, because what the heck? Let's walk to the end of this street, and if we are lucky enough, follow these guys. Massage, no thank you, no massage. They are very, sorry. They are very shy, covering their faces with their little menus, whatever those are. Yeah, they are. No worries, I'm not filming you. Alright, so this is definitely gonna be the hard part of it, man. It's not what I expected, because it's not going as easy as I thought. No, thank you. Next time. If I want a barber, no, thank you. Now, so yeah, I mean, maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just gonna be that. I had no expectations, but it's definitely, I mean, it's understandable. You don't want your face to be shown on any platform, and you don't know how many people will see it if anyone films you. And even though you're doing it on the street, it's completely fair that you don't want people to see that you're working in a massage saloon or in any other saloon that there is. So I completely understand and respect that. So now you gotta be happy with my face, because obviously it's not gonna help me a thing if I just push my camera into anyone's face. So I told you guys it's not the city for too much vlogging, because it's just difficult. It's not so camera friendly, and way too many people understand what I'm saying, and I understand way too little of this culture to be talking about it. So, having said that, I think we ran out of things to see, and I will have to turn back. There are some ladies in their bikinis, so you can clearly see that that woman, for example, over there, sitting nearly naked on the street, and it would be fun to talk to her, but I don't want to cause her any trouble. So maybe for you it's enough to know that if you come to Bangkok, you're gonna meet all these women, and you're gonna have all these approaches from everyone, and you see they are just like looking at me like mad, everyone, but it's not like vlog material, right? Now that goes, sorry. Now that goes for me, and yeah, I seriously question whether we're gonna air this episode or not. Sorry, thank you, because it's just kind of pointless at this moment. You know, it's just very challenging after all to see them all there. They are like kind of like waiting for you to talk to them. They want you to like approach them and have a talk with them, but instantly as anyone over here sees the camera, they'll just fucking turn away from the street, and again, obvious reasons, right? Yeah, it's just hard. Where's the woman that touched my ass? I have no idea. Did we already walk past her? I don't know. Alright. Well then, if I'm ever gonna be able to edit this episode, no idea. Yeah, I wanna see how would they treat me if I wasn't with a camera. Right? So let's see about that. It's really funny to see like all of them basically just like turning into their books, their little covers as I walk by, and obviously we don't want to cause any trouble to anyone, so better to be in peace, right?